I want to start my list off with my parents. Both my parents came from less than ideal family situations, and I've heard their stories and watched them make sure other children and families don't go through the same things that they had to do. I feel like that kind of compassion is contagious and it inspires me every day. I would also say that my ex boyfriend James has influenced my decision. Over our 3-year relationship, I watched him become an addict, recover, relapse, and repeat several different times. Watching watching an addict Watching the addiction consume someone's life so suddenly and uncontrollably, especially someone I deeply cared about, really motivated me to learn how to help others in similar situations. I think lastly, I would say that my little brother Talmadge has greatly influenced my decision to enter the psychology field. He has ADHD and he's had it his whole life. In grade school, most of the teachers either didn't know how to deal with it or didn't have the patience to. Their Their answer was to put him on medication. When my mom said no, he instantly became a target. Sometimes he deserved it, but most of the time he would get in trouble for things that most kids wouldn't, or blamed for things that he didn't even do. He hated school and hated the teachers for making him feel bad. This deeply upsets me, and I would love to help kids in his situation. I've categorized my values and how I will use them to interact with the people that I work with in 3 main points. Number one, I do this work out of love. I think that this is the most important point. Reminding yourself every day that your main goal is to help these people. You are not doing this for any personal gain, for the money, or to trick or manipulate people into doing what you want them to do. You do it because you love humanity and it makes you happy to see other people happy. Number two, basic human nature is good. I feel it is basic human nature to be happy, honest, and good. A variety of different experiences can affect this, whether it be addiction, mental illness, stress, or even a negative environment around you. It is my job to figure out what the problem is and help get my client back on track. And lastly, number three, see the glass as half full. Although there might be many negatives to a particular situation, there will always be positives, which many people fail to see. Without ignoring the negatives, I think it is important to emphasize the positive and build off of them. I think that the best skill that I possess is that I am genuinely a caring person. When people come to me with their problems, I really do care about them and often will go out of my way to help them. I am also a great listener. I'm always that friend that you go to when you need to vent or cry. Although I might not always know exactly how to help, I make sure that they know I heard them and definitely participate in active listening. I want to make sure when they leave that they know that they didn't waste their breath, that I was actually listening to them and I actually care. I also think that I'm good at understanding situations and being empathetic. When people come to me and I try not to judge them or make them feel uncomfortable about what they're telling me. I try to stay open-minded so that I can see things that the way that they do and so that maybe I can learn something from them also. I'm pretty easy to talk to, and even when I don't know how to help, I make sure that the person always feels like I care and understand them. I also think that I have a few characteristics that need a little work. For one, I am very sensitive. I worry that my emotions might prevent me from building the necessary relationships needed to help my clients. I'm worried that sometimes I might get upset at what they're saying, or if they're being kind of rude to me, I worry that I will be rude back or not be able to handle myself correctly. And for two, I am also worried that I will let my personal experiences dictate how I treat my patients. While sometimes this might work, I feel like most of the times it will not. I worry I will become biased and forget everyone is different and everyone experiences things in their own way.